Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something insane. In my opinion, it's insane. And that's Jake Paul's knockout of Tyron Woodley recently on Saturday night. And it was a brutal knockout of Tyron Woodley. It wasn't staged, it wasn't fake, it was brutal. Here's the question I pose to you guys. I really want you to think about this. Is Jake Paul a loser? Or is Jake Paul a genius? Before we get started, I ask that you guys do me a huge favor. Just hook me up, smash that like button, tell YouTube to get this video out to everybody else Googling and searching Jake Paul's name. All right? Thank you so much. Smash that like button. Let's get started. All right, guys, check it out. It's no secret that Jake Paul has been made fun of a lot, especially over the past year, by many people, news outlets, social medias, common people, YouTubers, everybody. Here's the question. He's being made fun of out of what? Out of jealousy? Out of envy? Maybe people's projection? And those are serious questions because let's talk about the facts about Jake Paul real quick. First and foremost, he's undefeated in his professional boxing career. He's undefeated. He's undefeated in his amateur career too. And when he started as a kid, he started working at Disney, all right? He's been trained as a kid to be in front of the camera. Think about that. After Disney, after he was let go or whatever the situation was that, Jake Paul got into music and he actually put out a Billboard Top 100 song. It's Everyday Bro. I never heard of it, but that's pretty incredible. Top 100. And then after that, he took his knowledge, if you will, and parlayed it into YouTube in the app that I believe is no longer around, Vine, which is basically Snapchat these days anyways. And he started building his online presence, his brand, his personal brand, and his marketing, all while training to be a professional boxer, which a lot of people didn't know about, including me. Next, he got into his fight career, and he's knocked out every single person that he's fought. In his amateur fight, won, and in his professional fights. And a lot of people have been kind of questioning the knockouts. Were they real? Was the fight fixed? Did Ben take a dive? So if you've seen the knockout from Saturday night, it was brutal and it was vicious. And in his first fight, his amateur fight, he won by knockout. In his first pro fight, he fought another YouTuber and knocked him out. And then in his third fight, technically second pro fight, he knocked out a former NBA star, Nate Robinson. And then he landed a fight with Ben Askren, known in the mixed martial arts community as arguably one of the best wrestlers to ever grace the octagon. Ben is a top-level collegiate wrestler, and I don't know his exact record. However, I know that the guys I used to train with and that everybody considers Ben a top wrestler of our time. And Jake Paul knocked him out on his feet in under 2 minutes. Then Jake's next fights, okay? Jake's next fights are with Tryon Woodley, 2 of them. Before I get into these 2 fights, let me just give you a little background about me. I am not a pro fighter, okay, at all. However, from a young age, I was involved in martial arts. I got a black belt as a kid in karate. I actually have a picture somewhere. I had hair and a huge trophy. But as I grew, I was always involved in mixed martial arts. I've been training mixed martial arts on and off for probably about 12 years. I have a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and being a big guy, I weigh 210 pounds. I've boxed big men, And when you're a big dude and you hit each other, it fucking hurts. These little guys like Manny Pacquiao, I'm not saying Manny wouldn't knock me out, because he definitely would. However, he's like 120 pounds, okay? There's not much behind it. When you're 200 plus pounds, there's a huge difference. Floyd Mayweather, 140, 150 pounds. He would kill me, but the point is he's tiny. Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley are big boys. In the offseason, they're north of 200 pounds. Getting hit by a 200-pound man that knows how to hit is vicious, all right? And in the first time that Jake Paul fought Tyron Woodley, there was a split decision, and the knockout was given to Jake. Woodley basically didn't agree with it, threw a lot of hoopla on things, and they fought for the second time on Saturday night. And in the 6th round, and when I say brutal and vicious, it's because it was a brutal and vicious knockout. Jake Paul knocked Tyron Woodley out on his feet in the 6th round. So let's talk about Jake Paul outside of his history and his fighting career. And let's talk about Jake Paul as a man, okay? This dude has gotten an incredible amount of negative attention over his career and has capitalized on it all very, very well. I actually watched his twin brother, their YouTube channel, just the other day. They had those Ding Dongs, the Island Boys, on there. They get millions of views on each YouTube video. I mean, this guy has capitalized on his negative attention like a master, right? This guy isn't a loser. He's dedicated and he's a genius. He's very similar to a marketer and a personal brander as Trump. Former President Trump has gotten a shitload of negative attention, not just since he was president. For 40 years prior to that, in the 80s, as he was coming up as a billionaire, he has gotten the most negative attention that I can remember, all right? Trump also won the election by social media. Jake Paul is doing the same thing, and he's 24 years old. He is a complete personal brand, social media, marketing savage and expert, and the dude is knocking out UFC world champions, someone who has won a belt numerous times. And this is where it all starts. All right, guys, let's bring it full circle and let's relate it to you and I, like normal people here. Jake Paul's 24 years old, all right? He's been doing this for a decade, working on his social media, his personal brand, and so on and so forth. It all starts with your thoughts. It all starts with your beliefs. This kid believes in himself. He believes he's the best. If you're looking for another fighter who used the same tactic, look at Mike Tyson from the 80s and 90s. Look at Muhammad Ali. Look at those guys, the best there ever was in their weight classes, right? And there's probably more examples, but they talk about their beliefs. They talk about their thoughts, how they believe they're the best. And arguably they are. Think about it. Think about how you too can set your minds with thoughts and put a decade of hard work to reap the rewards. Most people quit because it's a long, difficult journey. Jake's been doing YouTube and Vine for 10 years, and he was in Disney before that, okay? All right, guys, in closing, check it out, right? Check it out. Jake Paul is a marketing, branding, and social media genius. He's built what 99% of people never will experience because he hasn't quit, and he's 24 and he believes in himself. He believes in himself. I feel that all of us can take notes from his book, if you will. I really feel this guy's got it figured out. I think he's a genius, and I respect him. Guys, if you learned anything today about Jake Paul, thought processes, mixed martial arts, anything, if you were slightly entertained, if you enjoyed the show, I ask you to smash that like button for me. Consider subscribing. And if you really want to talk about this or think I'm wrong, just tell me. Leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. Let's have a constructive conversation. I appreciate you guys. I hope you feel compelled to like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, much love.